I recall a namaste moment. It began with my interrupting my newspaper deliveries by pulling to the side of the road, allowing the driver of the garbage collection truck to pull adjacent to the window of my van. He, having no idea who I was nor what this potentially annoying maneuver was all about, pulled cautiously up to my location. "Good morning, my friend. Might I offer you a morning newspaper?" I offered. And as I did so, I looked him directly in the eye that he might see that my intention was to pay him respect, which has been our commonly accepted and customary experience after these quick exchanges through the years since I initiated that first contact. And neither of us has ever learned the name of the other. That would be an unnecessary detail. After a rich, though fleeting moment of mutual recognition and honor, including the embracing of each other's extended forearm while exchanging "how are yous," I drove away with an uplifted spirit accompanied by a smile of satisfied pleasure. It was then that I recalled something learned from Joseph Campbell's writings many years ago: the significance of a namaste moment. I, an idealist, have a yearning for intimacy, being fully engaged even with passing strangers, being intimate with the moment, being wrapped and cloaked in that moment. There doesn't have to be an ending moment or a pinnacle. It's the total immersion that I yearn for. And as long as I am having an intimate interaction with the woods, with the ocean, with wildlife, if I am totally captivated by and enveloped in whatever the elements are that I'm in the presence of, I'm satisfying my yearning for intimacy. I was recently given the gift of a group of photographs of a butterfly. Not so extraordinary, you might say, but my, oh my, you would be so very wrong, my friend. For you see, this particular butterfly is devoid of any colorful markings. No spectacular hues adorn its wings at all, for this creature is blessed with transparent wings. That's right. His, or her, as the case may well be, wings are outlined with the barest of borders, giving just a brief splash of decoration in the form of a small, white, feathery-looking mark against a brown background that forms the exterior edge of each wing, just enough to remind one of the intricacy of life's design capabilities, while not detracting from the lace-like framework supporting the entirety of the wing. Thusly, this creature highlights the beauty of every surface upon which it settles. None of the vibrant colors of the garden in which this marvel of nature travels is obscured by its presence, only highlighted. And that voice, with a capital V, within me speaks in response. This is you in your world. And I am immediately and clearly mindful of the significance of the message illustrated by the butterfly. Mine is not to be the resplendent bouquet of the totality of the garden, but to transparently see to my minuscule contribution for the betterment of those with whom I have occasion to make contact. And how I do savor my role. Yes, all of this from the image of a butterfly. Remember, my dear friend, that there is a wealth of insight to all who will simply be still and know. I remain, as always, your faithful friend and servant, John Michael. I went through the pharmacy in my supermarket just a couple of days ago, and I looked up at the pharmacist. She was busily doing what a pharmacist does, and she looked up and saw me, and her face exploded in a smile, and all I said to her was, and she knew that I was telling her, you touch my heart. Your smile touches my heart. And as I walked through the pharmacy, I had no business to transact there. I intentionally walked through. I said, thank you for making me feel better with your spirit. You always unfailingly do that. And I genuinely feel that. Why would I deprive her of the blessing and the joy of knowing that she has touched me? What a selfish thing to do. Well, children don't think that. They just respond. And do you know of any adult who doesn't absolutely delight in the joyful response of a child to their presence? I give her a childlike, joyful response to her presence. And when I see Anthony bagging groceries or checking out, and I look at Anthony and he looks at me and his face just beams, and I go, thank you, Anthony. And he just gives me some kind of a real quick acknowledgement, because I don't want to interrupt what he's doing and he has to stay focused on his work. But we have just done what two playmates do when they see each other and they go, oh boy, we're going to have fun. Well, we have fun in just that moment, in just that instant. We are being to each other who we genuinely are, and sharing what we genuinely are with each other requires absolutely no additional explanation. Nothing else is required, nothing is expected. Even back to the cave paintings, earliest expressions of people's yearnings, recognize that what we yearn for is Creator created. So it can't be bad if it was created by the Creator who doesn't create bad. And that didn't gel for me until I heard Ethel Waters with all of the succinct brevity that she was able to bring when she simply said, God don't make no junk. And I went, wow, that cuts right through it. God don't make no junk. He made me. I ain't junk. I ain't bad. I ain't tainted. I'm okay. I am what I was created to be. So I should be what I am, who I am, to the best of my individual, unique abilities, and be the best of me that I can possibly be for the benefit of everyone that I can benefit around me, to contribute me to the mix, to give all of me, not a suppressed, twisted, confined, compartmentalized, rule-regulated me, but me as I was created to be. I am a horrid travel companion. I frustrate and fluster my partners. While they are eager to hurry and see more and more of whatever there is to see, I am compelled to tarry. This is my way. My right brain-dominated senses cannot take in the essence or nature of a setting or sight in fleeting haste. I must dwell in that set of stimuli in order to process it all. Then and only then am I able to appreciate, ingest, and celebrate what is being offered. It is so for me with every element and aspect of life. I do not recall having ever been totally sated with any indulgence in experiential foreplay. I have an unquenchable desire for the prolonging of every exchange of sensory awakenings. The climax of an experience spells an end to the magic of the arousal. And be it physical, intellectual, or ideological, I thrive in the adventure of every aspect of each unique moment. So, please save yourself the exasperation of my company if you are inclined to hasten towards something that's beyond the right now. I will be lingering with and savoring what is. I will be slowly inhaling the aromas and sampling the textures of the smallest and simplest of each note and tone constituting the symphony of this moment. I do invite you, dear one, to consider abiding for just a wee little bit with me. Know the joys of dwelling in this singular present and place. Grant yourself sweet repose in a giddy bit of lollygagging.